and now it's separated. Go ahead and say a couple of things real quick, Christine.
Gonna say a couple of things.
Yeah,
okay.
That works. Brian, the shirt.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had it.
The shirt. It came in.
Yeah, that's
yesterday.
awesome. That's awesome.
Dude, I freaking love this shirt so much. Favorite band. One of my favorite genres of entertainment. Nowhere near my favorite Halloween movie, but I know one that you've got a respect for that many people don't.
That's a sweet poster too,
dude. It is a cool poster.
I'm thinking about it. It's like I don't think I've ever owned a horror shirt. Like I've had stuff that's kind of like in the same vein, sort of, but it's more kind of cutesy. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I have. Like your mom gave me a shirt that had like a cat with a bloody knife in its hand.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember.
Yeah, but
I remember that one.
It's still cartoony and stuff, so I don't think it counts. So,
I mean, cartoon horror counts as long as it's not.
I know, but I want something frightening.
Oh, I was gonna say as long as it's not Housing Complex C, which was just utter garbage. Oh my god,
terrible.
That was atrocious. I am so sorry. If any of you were waiting to binge watch that, skip it.
Yeah, it's definitely a skip.
Skip it. The only reason we finished it is because it's only 4 episodes, and it's like, yeah, sure, it wouldn't have made it past the 3 episode rule, but there's only 1 left, so why not? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, you guys ready to do this show? I'm ready to do this show. Welcome everybody to the Anime-Versal Reviews podcast here on the GenreVerse Podcast Network and YouTube channel. Yay, YouTube! Thank you to everyone that is subscribed or following on YouTube or your favorite podcast app. We really do appreciate that. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, do it. If you're just listening to the audio format, all the podcasts that you like Daily Cup of Genre, Marvel Multiverse Mayhem, and more go up in video format on the YouTube channel. We're at 833 subs so far. Thank you so much for that. Please help us reach 1,000 by Christmas, which is our goal. The website LRMonline.com. Go there every day for all your entertainment news, needs, and opinions. It's been a long day. This is my 3rd video for the day, guys. 4th if you count me recording myself doing an edit as a first draft of a hopeful future Kyle doing an edit video. So
busy beaver.
Trying to be. I'm Kyle. That's Christine. That's Brian, and we are here to review Chainsaw Man episode 3. I cannot suggest enough that you guys go check out our reaction video, which is already up. Since most people probably saw Christine and I react to it, Brian, why don't you give us some of your spoiler-free thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, man, it just keeps on going. I look, everything I've loved about the show, it's continued to do. Everything I've praised in it in the last 2 episodes, this episode contained all those things, being spoiler free. So yeah, I loved it.
Okay, Christine, what about you?
It was of course a lot of fun, just like what Brian was talking about. It's still staying on that course of being incredibly enjoyable. So
am I detecting some not A pluses this time around?
Yes. From me, yeah. And
what do you got, Christine?
Like an A or an A minus?
I've got an A myself.
Okay, yeah.
Brian?
A plus.
You damn contrarian. Defend yourself, Brian.
Every aspect that I've enjoyed about the show, so it's sort of the world building. I got some Hellsing vibes in this episode, which I enjoyed. The character moments. I mean, I don't want to get into spoilers, but the pet stuff I thought was very well done. The last 3 minutes were glorious.
Yes.
Going back to, things that happened like in the first episode. So yeah, I sat there and I love the ending, the credits.
Yeah,
song.
it was a trippy song, man. It went all over the place from from something you would expect in a Blade or Matrix movie to this weird poppy thing to pop punk, all in one song with amazing animation for sure.
So
lots of shift switching.
Yeah.
So
but by the time the credits rolled, I just sat back and I was like, yeah.
I think for me, why I didn't go with A+ is everything that you said is right, but unlike episode 1 and 2, which were not just great, they had that little extra. This was just great. And that sounds so harsh when you're like, oh, it was just great. I mean, but I love the character moments are great, but they're exactly similar to what we've gotten before. And I mean in like impact and because now it's like that's the norm. It kind of, to get that A+, you got to go beyond the norm now. So I guess that's where I kind of fell in on this episode. What about you, Christine?
I agree. Where it's like there's really nothing wrong, but considering how excellent the first two were, it's just a little bit lower, so it had to go down just a little bit.
I wanted to. I really did want to give it an A+ because I was like, man, it'd be great if these are all just smack out of the park, but this is why we do AVR regardless of whether there's a reaction to it or not, because the three of us all have different opinions. Hell, there was episodes of Classroom of the Elite that she graded like 2-3 points below Brian and I, and we're just like, look, like, what the hell, woman?
I stand by my opinion.
Did we watch the same show?
Yes, we did.
So, it's a great episode overall, and let's get into some spoiler talk about it. So,
Cool.
We're all animal lovers in the house. We've grown up with animals. We also know what it's like to lose animals. So this had a lot of relatability in it for me, as well as I'm sure my co-hosts. The coolest, I think I don't know. You know what? I've lost my thought, and I thought I could bluff my way into finding it again, and I can't. So Brian, you talk about what you liked dealing with the animal aspect of this. Yeah.
So I just want to talk about how sweet that was when he threw that car in the giant cat's face and it exploded. But yeah, let's we'll talk about the pets. Yeah, I mean, like you said, the whole thing with his dog. I even liked the idea that him and was Power as her name.
Yeah.
She's a cat person and he's a dog person, and there's like a moment where they're talking about their love for animals and how it helped them sort of find, I guess, some kind of level of caring in the world. Yep. But the fact that for her it's cats and him it's dogs, and I don't know, I just thought that they're usually always cat or dog people, and I just, that was amusing to me, how they handled that. And of course throughout the journey of the episode of what happened with her and her cat, and then getting the flashback and everything. Yeah, I loved it all. Oh, dude, tell me, and I gotta watch your reaction. I haven't watched it, but when the flashback where he had lost his dog, and then he gets
sad
to the house and it's crying, looking for him. I was like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah. Our sweetheart Riza right here, she was very, very happy when I came home from
She's
LA
so
the
happy
other day.
she pissed herself.
She was so happy. She hasn't done that. She has not submissively urinated in a year.
It was just
maybe
excitement.
More. So yeah, I don't think she's ever had me. Well, no, when I've been in the hospital, but
yeah.
Anyways, it's Christine, your thoughts?
It was cute. Like Power reminded me of Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where she had that speech of like, I never really got why people love their pets so much, but then she like holds up her dog. She's like, I would kill any one of you to protect this dog. And so like, with her, she's like, I'm going to lie and put your life in danger for my cat, because screw you. So yeah,
I agree. Speaking of Power and the whole animal thing, we couldn't go without discussing her whole deal with Denji to go help rescue her cat, which is to allow some fondling. I thought it was hilarious. I loved the whole moment where he starts getting serious, where she's like, hey, I'll let you cop a feel if you help me get my kitty cat back, and he's just like, I'll rip that devil's face off and then screw that guy. Yeah, let's go save the cat.
We're gonna kill the blank out of this thing. Yeah, like he's like, yeah. And he starts giving that speech like this, like we will do this.
This is legit. People in the comments said the same thing. Joshy Cash, help me get my cat back. Nah, pass. It's silly. If it were a dog, maybe. If I let you grope me, what are we waiting for? I'll get that poor cat back. I'll hit that effing kidnapper. And the only reason we're avoiding using foul line, all of us curse like sailors, but I don't have the brain power to go through and bleep things out and remember where they are. So we're trying to get monetized and then remain monetized. So forgive our nerdiness there. So I really enjoyed that moment, and then the whole betrayal thing. It's like, I get it. I figured it was one of two things when you see him, when you see Denji go, realize that something's off. Her story was off about, wait, you said you couldn't get that close to the demon. We weren't paying attention. If you're watching from the comments about us not paying attention, we pay attention. Anyways, someone complaining about how we talk during a reaction. So I like that moment. And I was like, what is this? Is this Aki having said, get rid of him for me, or is this her, turning him into the demon in exchange for the cat, which of course it ended up being the latter. It really, I have a feeling that we're gonna see the devils and demons as more human than the humans are in this show. Are you getting that kind of feeling, Christine? Like that's what they're gonna want to kind of go for, because they're really showing her having this ultra dedication to the cat.
Yeah, like showing more of that emotion, so that way it's like, they're just like us, I guess, kind of thing. Because like lying, manipulating, loving a little fur baby, all that. So
what about you, Brian? What do you think about that aspect of it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, even to the point of, like, I made the Helsing reference. You had the little council meeting, and just the way the people were talking is very, just, there's a cruelness to people, and it's going to be interesting where we're going to see motivations, what's good, who's bad, stuff like that. So
Makima, her motivation is what I'm really looking to find out. She's obviously got some sort of attachment to these dogs of hers, Aki, Power, and Denji, and obviously from right now that attachment is really focused on getting to a goal, whether that's climbing a ladder, revenge, showing that you're worthy of daddy's love. I mean, pick your poison. We don't know yet, but there's something there. Yeah, there's something there, and it makes you wonder, like, is the attachment to her crew on the level of my attachment to my truck and gun in downrange in Iraq or Kuwait, because I'm reliant on those to keep me alive. You know what I'm saying? Is it that type of attachment to equipment, or is it a little bit more? And I'm really curious as to what her ultimate motivation is. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, that could be where, instead of like equipment, because we even talked about that in the reaction, where it's like Power, you're like checking out equipment is how it seemed, is what Kyle had said. That, or she feels like a leader, and then those are her men, kind of thing. So don't know.
What do you see in Makima so far, Brian?
Like you said, there seems to be something else there that we don't know, and it'll be interesting to see what that is. I think it is interesting how the reference to them as animals, dogs. That's interesting, but time will tell.
Yeah, like I said, there's that whole thing about the way devils or demons look at humans, and humans look at the supernatural beings, but they're showing a lot more humanity, for lack of a better word, with those that are fiendish or devilish, like Benji. So let's talk about the bat getting a car thrown in its face, Brian. Let's talk about the fight and the amazing sound design with the gore and the chainsaw. We watch these with headphones on, so it's like right in our ears, not necessarily coming from a sound bar. I don't know if you got a sound bar, Brian, but I'm pointing my finger at anyone with a sound bar. It's okay. I have all of my surround sound speakers at the front because our house is set up stupid, but so I may as well as have a sound bar. But I found this fight in some ways to be even better done than the first one, only in as much as there was less noticeable CGI, better blending of it. There was some really beautifully done 2D traditionally, what appeared to be 2D traditionally animated shots in there as well. And I love the stances he got, and the character stand moments, if you will, like that. This show just, it blows my mind on how much talent and effort has gone into literally every frame. Brian, the fight.
Yeah, the fight was great. From the beginning all the way through to the end. Two monsters fighting it out in a town, destroying property, explosions. And then you get to the point where the bat, uses this like sonic weapon, blast, and thinks he won the fight, clearly didn't. The gore, the ending shot of the blood raining down.
I know, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was like,
gorgeous.
Like every moment of it, it was just really well done.
Yeah, Christine.
I don't think there's anything I can add. I think you two had put all of that in. So yeah, I agree.
Like where can the show possibly go? Like how? Because like I said, for me, it's like, yeah, this is all great, but now that's to be expected. So while I'm not gonna be disappointed if it never, quote unquote gets better, because it doesn't need to, but I don't know, Brian. Is the sky the limit, or do you feel that this show could reach some, like, I don't want to say burnout, but you know what I'm trying to get at?
Yeah, because now we need to know what the plot really is, because we sort of, there's a lot of the politics in these organizations, and what is it they're really after, and is there some kind of big evil in the background, or is the big evil, these organizations? I don't know. So there's things like that I'm curious about. Look, the way that they animated that battle looked expensive, and so I can't imagine you doing that in every single episode. And then you could say, well, is there going to be an episode where it's just a whole battle? I don't know how they'd be able to pull that off. So, yeah, I don't know. We're only 3 in, so.
And we know they are spending money on ending animation that normally wouldn't be spent. And I had a good conversation on that one in the comments. So if you come over and see the AVR, AJ Mind, Alex, appreciate it. But they I had mentioned in our reaction, like they're, that costs money, and they were. And in my mind, of course, studios don't like to spend money, especially anime studios. Everyone knows the horror tales that come from anime studios, and even manga publishers and things like that. The long work hours on top of the already toxic, generally toxic Japanese work ethic and expectations, and then you add into that the fact that the studios are very, very stingy. The artists are generally underpaid, overworked, all of that. The idea that you're going to say, okay, now make more animation like a Mushoku Tensei did for its openings. It's just it's mind blowing when studios actually do that, and it's both a good thing and a bad thing. Good for us, the consumers, because we're getting something really cool and unique and fun. Bad for the animators that got to have to work even longer. Yeah. So they did kind of say, hey, money's not really the big thing. The artists are underpaid, and we'd had like a misunderstanding as far as I wasn't saying like people getting paid more, that just the studios being stingy with the money. I love it though, but yeah, it does make you wonder where does it go. I mean, there are plenty of slice of life opportunities in a show like that. We've already seen some of them,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, I'm really heartbroken that it really does seem Pochita's gone. Like, I was hoping we'd get a little bit more, and I'm sure we'll see more flashbacks. Maybe he could, speak to Denji from within, so to speak. But yeah, that did make me sad.
Yeah, I know, because it's like like he was saying in it, that he lives in here, and well, yeah, this is technically true, but you don't have a pet to pet and love on.
Yeah,
like this one keeps doing.
She was interrupting us watching Beast Tamer as well, which you guys can find reactions for that here.
It's just amazing to have this, so it's maybe they'll get to that, or some kind of special thing will happen to where
I'm not sure
they'll be at least talking his head.
Yeah,
something.
We'll see. Any other thoughts on episode 3, Brian?
No, I think I said everything.
Christine?
No, I think we got it.
All right, guys. The website, lrmonline.com. Go there every day for all entertainment news, needs, and opinions, written articles, reviews, and more. The podcasts are available wherever you get your podcast from, such as Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, things like that. Daily Cup of Genre Breaking Geek cover everything you can imagine in entertainment, geek, and pop culture. Anime-Versal Reviews, the Cantina doing Star Wars, Marvel Multiverse Mayhem, done with She-Hulk, thank the maker. Looking forward to Quantumania, and hopefully Wakanda Forever is great. The first Black Panther was amazing. There's a lot of weight in this movie that I'm unsure of where it will settle, but you guys can hear our reviews on Marvel Multiverse Mayhem. All of the podcasts go up here on the YouTube channel, so please do hit that red subscribe button, leave some thumbs up, comments if you have some thumbs down, let us know why, so we can try to make things better. You also get a AVR squared anime reactions. We've got 4 of those going on right now. Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, Eminence in Shadow, and Beast Tamer. So lots of reasons to be subscribed. Genre Shot trailer reactions and more. Also on YouTube is Brian's channel. Tell them about that.
It's called PulpMythos. New content's coming. Go check out. I got videos on Goonies, Princess Bride, bunch of old movies. Go look it up.
Very well, guys. All right, that's it. We're done until Saturday for Spy Family. So we'll see you guys then. Bye.
Look, DC